Hi, welcome. I am so happy to be with you today. I am so happy to be sharing this message. I feel like my whole life has set me up for this course. So, welcome to a new relationship with money and welcome to your new life. What can I say? Money is such a big topic, and money holds so much emotion in itself as a topic. And that emotion is what is actually creating our life. That emotion is what is creating the results of our life. And it really all begins way back when. It begins when we were babies. And this is something that basically is studied in psychology and in early childhood. It begins with attachment theory. Attachment theory is essentially what happens to us in our very, very early years in terms of feeling that life is a safe place, or perhaps not having that kind of trust in life. And that could happen from really very simple things. Let's say we have a mother who is super reliable and the milk is on time, the nappies are changed, everything's done perfectly. But let's say she's busy and she has stuff on her mind, and so at that point there isn't a loving vibe that's coming with what's needed. So the baby is getting what's needed in terms of the food and this, but maybe not the hug and the warmth. And it's really those two that come together. And on the other side, there is the parent who is super huggy and warm, but also quite unreliable. And so trust can kind of fall through the cracks. And it really begins at that level. So our belief in whether we trust life or whether we're not quite sure if we do, and that can range all the way to a belief where we feel life's out to get us. And all of this develops in our early childhood. And it's essentially that belief and that feeling that we're feeling in our systems that is creating the results in our life. It really is that simple. And money is a big one, because money allows us the freedom to self-express and to be the full version of ourselves. So money is a means that helps us unlock the dream. So when our stories are of lacking in trust and lacking, just a story of lack essentially, then we create more and more, can kind of filter across the board in our life. So welcome to a new relationship with money is literally going to change every aspect of your life, because the feeling that life is for you and money loves you and wants to support you, and actually you're here to shine at the brightest, that you're here to remember who you are and be the full version of yourself. So in the same way that a little acorn has the programming to become an oak tree, each one of us has a programming that is unique to us and that can lead us to living our most glorious life. And that programming is very unique because it's our own dreams. When we imagine it, when we imagine our perfect life, which is a vision that I believe we come into the world with, but essentially that vision has been flashing since you were a teenager, essentially. And that vision is your truth, and it wouldn't feel so good to you, and it wouldn't keep coming back in that sort of perseverant way, in that intuitive way, because intuition whispers in a very subtle way, but it just keeps whispering, it doesn't let it go. And when you're thinking it up and dreaming it up, for a moment you go there, you go there, you know it's your truth. And this course, this entire moment that we're going to have together is for me to remind you that is your truth, and that there is something that is yours to create in this lifetime. And I want to empower you with the finances to do it, to have the freedom to create and live the life of your dreams. So yeah, I wanted to begin this by explaining how early on the programming and the setting has been in place, but that now as adults we can look at that and be like, actually, I choose to change that belief. And our beliefs lead to our energy, they lead to the action steps that we take, and those become the results that we're living. So we're going to get into this. We're going to do some real work. There might be some tears. There's definitely going to be some emotion, but we're going to get to the other side of it. And you're going to look back and be super proud of yourself, because it's the beginning of you remembering how powerful you are, and that nothing on the outside is actually happening to you, but rather for you. And this is such an important time for me to put this course out into the world. My background has set me up for this in a very big way. I was in the world of finance for a decade, so money was something that I dealt with day in, day out. I'm originally Lebanese, so the banking sector there has gone up in, I don't know how to describe it, but it's gone upside down. And basically, and we've always been so proud of ourselves on being the sort of bankers of the world. But there's a lot going on around the world. It's a big topic for a lot of people, and I feel very honored to share this content with you, because I know this is life-changing stuff, and I feel like we all need that collaboration with money, that money and us become friends. And you can start this exercise in a very fun way. You can start this project in a very fun way by writing a love letter to money and seeing what comes out of that. Basically, it's going to bring up your feelings. I love you so much. I love it when you're in my world, but I don't trust you. I'm not sure when you're going to come back. Just literally pour it out there and see what comes out. And actually, there'll be a nice correlation between that love letter to money and the love letter of your romance as well. Your romantic life, it's quite correlated. So I'll leave you with that little exercise for now. Start with that, and we're going to move on to getting very clear on our desires. I'm going to help you clarify at the deepest level what it is you want the money for, how the money serves you. And the more clarity, the more we get the heart involved in here, the more we move the conversation from the fearful ego part of ourselves, which is essentially wanting to keep us in a comfort zone and will unconsciously cause us to sabotage when we're about to cross to the other side of this. But my promise for you is that this work will help you cross to the other side. I am your coach here. I am going to share everything that I know. I'm going to give you my heart and soul on this subject, because I want the world to be filled up with happy people who go on to do great things in the world, and happy people make the world a happy place. So that is my mission. That is my business's mission. And I'm going to give you everything I know and everything I've experienced, and you're going to feel so empowered. And then it's up to you to go into the exercises and get really honest with yourself and find the beliefs that are no longer serving you, so that we can move past them and begin a co-creation that feels good to you, feels good to those around you, and shows you a new way of living, a new way of creating, a new way of calling in your desires, a new way of bringing the money to you with ease, with joy. And basically, my prayer and my intention for this course is that you have the deepest peace on this subject, and that with that deepest peace, you go on to live your greatest life. So welcome to a new relationship with money. Welcome to this conversation. I am delighted. I am so, so, so happy that you are here, and I'm so looking forward to sharing so much amazing stuff with you. So welcome.